Hello all, this is lecture 6 of Transformer lecture series. In the last lecture, we understood the mathematical analysis of transformer at no load and on load. In this lecture, we are going to understand equivalent circuit of transformer. So let us consider a practical transformer which is having two coils, primary coil and secondary coil. And from the primary side, we are applying an external voltage Vs, and obviously the nature of this voltage is sinusoidal. And due to this applied external sinusoidal voltage, V1 voltage is induced in the primary coil, whereas V2 voltage is induced in secondary coil. Since we have a load to the secondary side, and so I2 current is passing in the secondary coil circuit. There is a primary current also, and this primary current is having two components, I0, which is responsible to set up the flux within the core, and I1 dash, which is the component due to the secondary side current. This flux phi is due to the primary current in the primary coil, and this phi dash is the component due to the current in the secondary coil. Again, I am repeating all these variables. I1 is the primary current, I0 is the current responsible to set up the flux within the core, I1 dash is the current due to the secondary side current, I2 is the secondary side current, phi is the flux due to the primary coil current, and phi dash is the flux due to the secondary coil current. Now, before making the equivalent circuit of this transformer, we are going to assume uh, some of the components related to the coil and core of the transformer. First one, the primary coil is having resistance equal to R1 and reactance equal to X1. Secondary coil is having resistance R2 and reactance X2, and the core resistance is R0 and reactance X0. So in the first step, we have to connect coil resistance reactance by considering the coil as an ideal coil. So here we are assuming these coils are ideal coil. So we have to represent the resistance and reactance of this coil in series with it. And so R1 and X1 have been connected in series with this primary coil, primary ideal coil, and this X2, R2 and X2 have been connected in series with secondary coil. Now we are going to connect or we are improving this equivalent circuit into the second stage, and in the second stage we are going to represent the core resistance and reactance, and it will be represented towards primary side. And since this coil is wound around this core, and that's why we can treat the core and the coil in parallel fashion, and that's why these components R0 and X0 are connected in parallel with the primary coil. And so this primary current I1 is now having two components. I0 will go through this core component, and I1 dash, which is due to the secondary side current, it will go through the ideal primary coil. So this is the step number 2 in designing the equivalent circuit of transformer. In step number 3, we are going to transfer all the quantity which is towards the secondary side to the primary side. We are going to transfer all the quantity, whether it is resistance, reactance, voltage, current, all will be transferred to the primary side, and so that we'll have final equivalent circuit. Now, how these components will be transferred to the primary side? It will be transferred with the help of transformation ratio. We know that transformation ratio A is equal to N2 upon N1, which is equal to V2 upon V1, which is equal to I1 upon I2. Here it is I1 and this is I2. Okay. So if I'm knowing the secondary side voltage, let us consider V2. So I can easily find out how much will be the V1. V1 will be equal to how much? It is the V2 upon transformation ratio. Okay. Similarly, if I know I2, I can find out I1, and I1 will be equal to I2 into A. Okay. So this A will be multiplied with this I2 to get the value of I1. Suppose I have to transfer resistance from secondary side to primary side. So to do this, we know that resistance is what? It is the voltage upon current. And if I will transfer the voltage, like I am finding the primary side resistance, then this voltage must be divided by A, similar to this, and current must be multiplied with A. So basically this R is going to divide by A square. Why I have written R? This V upon I is equal to R, and this A will be multiplied. So this is finally going to be R upon A square. So anything, if I want to transfer in the transformer from secondary side to the primary side, if it is R or X, it will be divided by A square. If it is voltage, it will be divided by A, and if it is current, it will be multiplied with A. Similarly, if anything we are transferring from primary side to the secondary side, if it is resistance or reactance, it will be multiplied with A square. If it is voltage, it will be multiplied with A. If it is current, it will be divided by A. And where A is what? It is the transformation ratio. And that's why this R2 is represented over here by R2 dash. And what is the value of R2 dash? R2 upon A square, because we are transferring secondary side component to the primary side. Similarly, X2 dash is here, which is primary equivalent of this secondary coil reactance, and its value will be X2 upon A square. This voltage V2, here will be V2 dash, and its value will be V2 upon A, and this current will be multiplied with A. So this is the final equivalent circuit. So whenever we do design a transformer, we can have all these resistance, reactance value, and with the help of equivalent circuit, we can enhance the design of a transformer. So in this lecture, we'll stop over here. In the next lecture, we are going to deal with losses in transformer. Thank you.